Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing everything right, affirming, visualizing, staying positive, yet nothing seems to change? Like you're watching other people effortlessly manifest love, money, and success while you're stuck in the same loop, wondering, what am I doing wrong? It's frustrating, isn't it? You tell yourself, okay, I'll think positive. I'll believe it's mine. But deep down, there's this nagging feeling, this doubt, this resistance that whispers, what if it doesn't happen? What if I'm wasting my time? And no matter how many times you repeat your affirmations, your reality stays the same. Why? Because thoughts alone don't manifest. It's who you are being that does. Stay with me. Because once you understand this, you'll never struggle to manifest again. Most people believe manifestation is about thinking the right thoughts. They assume that if they say, I am rich or they love me, the universe will just make it happen. But here's the truth. Your thoughts are only a surface-level reflection of something deeper, your state of being. You're not manifesting what you think. You're manifesting what you believe to be true about yourself and your world. And this is where most people get stuck. They affirm, I am loved. But internally, they feel unwanted. They visualize money flowing in. But deep down, they assume struggle is just part of life. They tell themselves, I am chosen, but in their core, they fear rejection. And guess what? The subconscious always proves you right. Not because it's punishing you, not because you're doing something wrong, but because that's the version of reality you are being loyal to. Your thoughts may say one thing, but your assumptions, your deep-seated beliefs, are silently running the show. Think of your mind as a garden. The affirmations you say are like scattering seeds on the surface, but if the soil underneath is dry and infertile, nothing will truly grow. Your beliefs, the ones you carry in your subconscious, are the soil. If they are filled with doubt, fear, or lack, then even the most positive affirmations struggle to take root. This is why so many people say, I've been affirming for weeks, but nothing is changing. They haven't changed the foundation, the inner reality that truly dictates what manifests. The universe, or rather, your own subconscious mind, doesn't respond to empty words. It responds to conviction. It responds to the assumptions you carry without even realizing it. When you declare, I am wealthy, but deep down, you expect financial struggle, you will continue to experience situations that confirm that struggle. Your external world is merely a mirror reflecting back what you consistently assume to be true. So what's the solution? You must shift from thinking to being. You have to stop chasing thoughts and start embodying the identity that naturally aligns with what you desire. Instead of just repeating, I am wealthy, ask yourself, if I truly believed I was wealthy, how would I feel? How would I move through my day? How would I respond to situations? The moment you begin to embody that identity, before the evidence appears, reality has no choice but to shift accordingly. The key is to stop looking for proof first. Most people want to see results before they believe, but that's not how manifestation works. You have to believe first, and then the external world follows. When you declare, I am loved, but you still feel desperate for validation, your energy contradicts your words. When you truly believe you are loved, you no longer need constant reassurance, you just know. And because you know, you naturally act in ways that align with that truth, making it inevitable that reality reflects it back to you. Manifestation isn't about forcing thoughts or tirelessly repeating affirmations. It's about changing the very core of who you assume yourself to be. When you do that, everything else falls into place effortlessly. So if you've ever wondered, why do I keep seeing the opposite of what I want? Here's why. Manifestation isn't about fighting your thoughts. It's about seeing what you already assume to be true. Because whatever you assume, you don't question. Think about it. You don't wake up every day hoping gravity works. You don't affirm, I believe the sun will rise tomorrow. You just know. That's what a real assumption feels like, effortless, natural, unquestioned. So if you feel like you have to force your affirmations, if you feel like you're trying to make it work, it means deep down, you don't believe it's already yours. But here's the shift that changes everything. Instead of trying to convince yourself, focus on becoming the version of you that naturally holds this assumption. If you truly believed you were loved, chosen, and financially free, would you be desperately repeating affirmations, hoping they work? Or would you simply carry yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they are already those things? When something is already yours, you don't chase it. You don't anxiously look for signs. You don't wonder if it's working. You embody the version of yourself that has it, and the world naturally reorganizes to reflect that. This is why people who effortlessly attract what they want seem so at ease. It's not because they are lucky, special, or gifted. It's because they hold the assumption so naturally that it never crosses their mind to doubt it. Their reality follows their self-concept. Now, here's where most people struggle. They try to force belief through repetition instead of shifting their state of being. They wake up every morning, affirming over and over, yet checking their phone to see if their SP has texted, checking their bank account to see if money has arrived. and questioning whether it's working. That's not faith, that's doubt disguised as effort. Real belief is silent. It's calm. It doesn't need constant proof. So how do you make this shift? Instead of trying to change your reality from the outside, turn inward. Ask yourself, if this were already true, how would I feel right now? Not tomorrow, not when you see results, right now. Let that feeling settle in. Let it be your new baseline. It's not about faking it or pretending. It's about settling into a state where your desire already exists, as a given. This is why Neville Goddard emphasized living in the end. Not wishing, not hoping, living as though it's already done. When you do this, your need to check for results disappears. Your desperation fades. You stop looking for evidence because you are the evidence. And once you become that version of you, everything else follows effortlessly. Instead of trying to control every thought, shift into the version of you who already has it. Not the version who is waiting. Not the version who is trying to believe. The version who knows it's done. See, manifestation isn't about repetition. It's about identity. If you assume yourself to be a person who always gets what they want, then guess what? You won't need to force positive thoughts. Your mind will naturally think in alignment with that reality. If you assume love is inevitable for you, you won't need to convince yourself that you're loved. You'll just feel it. If you assume money always finds its way to you, you won't need to attract it. It will simply be part of your world. You don't have to force a belief. You only have to step into it. And stepping into it means embodying that version of yourself right now, not waiting for external proof, not checking for results, not wondering when it will happen. When you are something, you don't question it. You don't need to remind yourself of it constantly. It's just part of your nature. This is why some people seem to manifest effortlessly. They are not fighting against their assumptions. They are not trying to override their reality through sheer willpower. They are simply being the person who already has it. And that being is what shifts everything. When you are someone, your actions, thoughts, and feelings align naturally. You don't have to micromanage every thought because your dominant state of being takes care of it for you. If you truly believed you were wealthy, you wouldn't obsess over whether money was coming or stress over a bill. You would know that money is part of your life, so your actions and emotions would reflect that certainty. If you truly believed you were loved, you wouldn't need constant validation. You wouldn't react out of fear or desperation. You would move through life knowing, I am loved, I am valued, and I am chosen. And because you know it, reality has no choice but to confirm it. The secret is in being first, not waiting for external confirmation. Most people do it backward. They wait for money to show up before feeling wealthy. They wait for love before feeling chosen. They wait for opportunities before feeling successful. But that waiting state only reinforces the absence of what they want. The shift happens the moment you decide, I am that person now. Not tomorrow. Not when you see signs. Now, the second you settle into that identity, the world bends to match it. So stop trying to fix your thoughts. Instead, ask yourself, who would I be if I already had it? How would I feel if I knew it was inevitable? What would I stop worrying about if I knew it was done? Because that's the key. You don't have to convince yourself. You don't have to micromanage every thought. You just have to decide, this is who I am now. And once you do, reality has no choice but to catch up. But let's go deeper. Most people get stuck because they think they need to feel perfect all the time. They assume that if a single negative thought crosses their mind, they've ruined everything. But that's not how it works. The world doesn't shift based on fleeting thoughts. It shifts based on who you are. Think of it like this. If you truly believed you were a successful person, would the occasional doubt erase your success? No, you'd acknowledge the doubt and move on, still knowing who you are. The same applies to manifestation. It's not about never feeling doubt. It's about no longer identifying with it. You don't have to fight against your mind. You don't have to repeat affirmations like a robot, hoping they'll overpower your fears. You simply need to step into the version of yourself who knows their desire is a done deal. Because when you know something is inevitable, your entire energy changes. You stop grasping. You stop searching for proof. You stop acting from desperation. Instead, you relax into certainty. Think about when you order food at a restaurant. You don't sit there worrying about whether the waiter will bring your meal. You don't panic, wondering if the kitchen forgot about your order. You just know it's coming. And in the meantime, you enjoy your time, talk to your friends, and exist without stress. That's the kind of faith you need to cultivate. It's not about blind hope. It's about embodied knowing. And this shift doesn't require massive effort. It only requires a decision. A decision that you are the person who has it. A decision that it is done. A decision that you trust in your own power. Once you make that shift, the need to fix anything disappears. You no longer waste energy obsessing over when, how, or if it will happen. Instead, you move through life as the version of yourself who already has it. And from that place, the world has no choice but to reflect it back to you. Right now, in this moment, drop the fight. Stop waiting. Stop hoping. Just decide. Decide that you are no longer someone who is chasing, wishing, or doubting. Decide that your desires are already yours. Decide that you are the version of yourself who has it all. Because once you do, everything changes. You'll notice an immediate shift in your energy. Instead of feeling like you're trying to manifest something, you'll realize you already are the person who has it. Your actions will start aligning effortlessly. Your thoughts will begin to support this new identity. You'll no longer feel the need to constantly check for signs, ask if it's working, or wonder when it will happen, because deep down, you know it's done. And when you know something is done, you carry yourself differently. You relax into it. You trust. You stop trying to manipulate circumstances because you understand that reality is simply catching up to your new state of being. Imagine waking up tomorrow and fully embracing this mindset. No more doubts, no more trying, just pure, unwavering confidence in the fact that your desire is already yours. How would you move through your day? How would you feel? What would you focus on? This isn't about pretending or forcing yourself to act as if. It's about stepping into the natural state of someone who knows they have it. And when you shift into that state, everything around you reorganizes to match it. So right now, take a deep breath. Let go of the struggle. Let go of the old version of you who was waiting, hoping, and doubting. That version is no longer needed. Step into your new self, the one who knows. And from this moment forward, carry yourself accordingly. Your reality will follow. Now, if you're ready to take this shift even deeper and fully embody the version of you who has it all, let me know in the comments. Who are you now? Declare it. Own it. Because the moment you do, you set everything into motion.